Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So, here is a summary of the girl who allegedly got bullied, or should we say, got what she deserved for stalking a celebrity. So, now let's listen to what these two beautiful creators, I love these people so much. Let's listen to what they've got to say on this. Let's take a listen.
So I'm not an account that usually does like a wrap up of other things that I see on TikTok. There's like whole accounts for that and I follow them because they're amazing. Like I am not here for your job. I love what you do. But I just watched a 4-part TikTok about somebody's encounter in like a Texas hotel with Blake Lively. It was over 40 minutes of my life that I'm never going to get back. I need to say here, absolutely no hate to the creator. I actually think that what happened to her is kind of shocking. In fact, I'm going to tag her here and in the caption because even though I'm going to have some thoughts here, I really think that what happened is kind of insane. And I don't blame her for going public with it. Like you have to expose shit like this, but I also kind of want to save you some time. And again, no hate towards this creator. Like she's obviously very new to TikTok and like there's going to be some things that you learn over the years. You should see some of my early videos. In fact, don't. So here's the story. The creator starts off by saying that she actually just went through a super traumatic experience and wanted to get away from it all, so decided to take a little vacation with her mom. They go to the 1928 hotel, which is in Texas, and they're just like kind of staying there and they're taking pictures and it's really beautiful, but she notices that all of the staff is kind of in a tizzy. There's a lot of activity. They gather from what they're seeing that there's going to be a VIP staying in the hotel and they're just sort of observing. They go to the restaurant that night. They have a lovely dinner. It was actually her mom's birthday and the server actually informs them that the VIP that's going to be in house is Blake Lively. Our creator has been following the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni drama and is like, oh, that's so interesting, because of like all the stuff that's been happening. And so she's just kind of fascinated. It's also important to note that the 1928 hotel is owned by Joanna Gaines. It's a Magnolia situation. And she said that her and her mom are fans of Joanna Gaines, which moving on. He does an entire video showing us the interior of the hotel, just being like, this was the lobby, this is the restaurant, this is the hallway. After the story about getting the dinner with her mom and bringing the cheesecake up to the room, that was the thing. It was her birthday, so she was going to bring a slice of cheesecake up to the room and they were just going to watch TV and veg. But when they walked past the front desk person was like, if you hang out in the lobby, you might be able to get like a little sight of her, which, whoa, front desk guy, what? They decide to get their cheesecake and instead camp out in the lobby, just like the front desk guy said. And they do. They sit there for a couple of hours in the lobby, eating their cheesecake, gabbing, having a few laughs. Blake Lively herself walks into the hotel and she immediately has her phone up and she's filming her. Here's where I'm going to pause and have a little feeling moment, okay? Like, I'm following the drama too, and it's not looking good for Blake, okay? But she has to know that. She's not an idiot. She can go online herself and she knows that there's a lot of people that hate her. In this universe that we're all living in here, people will DM you like death threats, like if they don't like your pants or something. So I imagine that she's getting harassing threats like all the time. And in that vein, she was traveling with her children and she walks into this hotel and there's like these two fans with their phones up just filming her. Now, this is probably something that happens to celebrities a lot. I don't know why she would be so rattled, but it seems like she was. Because she walks in and she's immediately trying to cover her face and then she asks the front desk person if like she can go into like the gift shop and get like a big floppy hat so she can cover her face. She's kind of whisked by and like brought up to her room, okay? And that's the end of that. Next, we're watching an entire video about how they checked out, okay? So they checked out of the hotel and it's like a whole process. They bring their bags downstairs. They're sitting down there and they're waiting for valet to bring up their car. And as they're sitting there, they hear this woman go, hey, and they look up and it's Blake Lively. Blake Lively then basically runs back into the hotel and like all of the people around them, like Blake Lively's security, like whatever, maybe the security of the hotel, they are now filming this woman and her mother, which is insane. They're filming their faces. They're filming them as they get into their car. It seems like they're getting license plate numbers. It's wild. That is a wild turn of events. But I also just want to say, and listen, hear me out. They had their phones up and they were filming a woman checking into a hotel in the middle of the night with her children. I mean, if you take the celebrity out of it, here's one person doing it and it's okay, and here's the other and it's not okay. Listen, okay, it's insane. What they did was crazy. I'm just pointing it out. Mom and daughter go home. They're like, wow, that was insane. They have a couple of hours to drive home. They're like talking about it. They don't really think that much about it, just that it was kind of a crazy experience. Then she goes home and she posts on her Instagram story that like she must have inadvertently pissed off Blake Lively, and then she talks about the things that happened. She even posts a picture, and I'll post it here, of like the room that it happened. Hey, Aaron Burr. She's like, cut print, moving on. She like posts it, and then she noticed right away that she's starting to get people viewing her story that she doesn't follow and she's never seen before. The first person is the hotel GM viewing the story, which is crazy. That's totally crazy because she didn't tag the hotel. So that means that the hotel GM like saw her email address because of her reservation and then went and found her on Instagram. Okay. The hotel GM also did not say anything. She didn't leave a comment. She didn't DM her. It's just that she viewed the story. There's also a couple of dummy accounts that start to show up. They're viewing the story, and she says that she's starting to get freaked out. And here's another moment where I'm going to say my feelings, okay? So she says she's getting freaked out, right? But the way that I would feel, like, if there was a celebrity that might be like sort of onto me and like sending dummy accounts to go look at my like story, I think that if, like I said, if I was freaked out, I would probably like remove the story or even add another thing to the story that says like, hey, I know that you're watching my videos, I've got a threat or something. That's not what she does. She goes onto Google to start finding information about Blake Lively and her team. And then the first thing that she posts is a screenshot from Google saying Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds do not use nannies for their 4 children. This is important because she said that she saw nannies with Blake Lively and her 4 children. She says, I just found that interesting, so I just posted that on my story, which doesn't seem like something that you would do if you were getting freaked out that Blake Lively and her team are now watching your stories. It seems like something that you would do if you want to engage with them. But it doesn't end there, because right after that picture gets posted on her story, Blake Lively's actual nanny views her story. I should say that she is a very good Instagram detective. Like, she could have a future in that because she's on the ball, just lightning speed. This is all happening in real time. Okay, so now she knows Blake Lively and her team are like viewing the stories, and there's like other people around. Again, they're not harassing her, they're just viewing her stories. And so she posts another picture where she's like, you know, and then there's like a caption above her head that says, Team Justin forever. Again, I am not her and I am not inside the mind of a traumatized woman, but I just don't understand that move if you were getting freaked out. Her team, Blake Lively's team, handles it sort of in an insane way, because the next thing that happens is a person with a dummy account views this girl's story and their account name is Team Justin Forever. She takes a screenshot of that and she posts that and she's like, okay, like, I know what you're doing, you're lurking. It seems like Blake Lively's team is now getting like super retaliatory, because now they're creating dummy accounts that say things that she is posting. And then there's another person who creates a dummy account that says something like, Mama and daughter vacay married on 11/11/23. And of course, this creator was on a mother and daughter vacation, and she tells us that she was married on 11/11/2023. My daughter vacay thing was something that had to be taken from like the information on the reservation. And then the 11/11/23 had to come from stalking her account, which is wild. And then the thing that happens, which is the craziest, is she gets somebody viewing her story and their name is Fat But Not Fabulous. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Holy shit. And this creator responds like, hey, did Blake Lively's team just call me fat? Like, with a screenshot. I'll show it here. I mean, she's going blow for blow with these people. Like, she's really calling them out, which I totally applaud. But again, it's not really the reaction of somebody who is freaked out and scared by all of this. That's not me justifying anything that Blake Lively's team did. And I should also say here that I don't know the woman. You know, maybe she's just like an aggressive, hateful, mean girl. But there is a very distinct possibility that Blake Lively herself had no idea that any of this was going on. Like, maybe she was like, this is what happened. And then they got the video and all of that. And it seems like she was involved in that. But like all of the rest of the harassment, I mean, I don't know. To be honest, Blake Lively seems like a little bit of a see you next Tuesday, so I kind of feel like she did not. Allegedly. The next part that happens is the creator decides to make a TikTok. So she like just started this TikTok account like a couple of days ago, and she starts posting these videos explaining the story of what happened. But the TikTok started about 3 or 4 days ago. Her account at this point is already almost at 10,000 followers. So she says, all of this is crazy. I'm like so freaked out and uncomfortable. So please like and follow these videos for more information, and please tag people that you think would be interested in this story. That to me sounds like she's saying, please tag journalists who would be interested in this story, which isn't really a problem. I don't blame her for that, but she's talking out of both sides of her mouth. Either you're freaked out or you are delighted by this attention and you want more engagement. And hey, listen, everything is fucking expensive and it's possible to be a content creator and earn money, and I don't blame her for that either. But there you go. That's a whole story in one video instead of 4, and I hope that this helped. And Caitlyn, what happened to you was absolutely fucked up, and I'm so sorry.
I thought as much, guys. Now, first with the, front desk guy who told the girl that, oh, Blake Lively will be coming. If you sit here, we can. That was wrong of him. But on the other hand, also good, because everybody wants to see a celebrity. Also, did Blake Lively really take this so far? And was it also right for this young Missy to take video of Blake Lively, indulging in her private life? Also, was it also a problem for Blake Lively to have videoed her and her mother back? Let me know what you think, guys. Remember to always share your thoughts, every slight thought, share it. Yeah, let's continue taking a cool listening to this new beautiful creator. Here we go.
A couple of you have shared this girl's story with me in my DMs and my comments, tagged me. I've worked at a hotel before, and not one time did we ever have a VIP where the employees went out of our way to tell a guest, hey, somebody's checking in, stick around, you might see them. No VIP in the time I worked at the hotel as a front desk agent. Did I ever see a VIP actually check themselves in? Number one, they were automatically checked in. The keys were already made, multiple keys. Some when they eventually arrived, the manager or somebody would literally go out with the security or whoever was accompanying the VIP. They would go up to the room. I never saw a VIP actually walk through the lobby. I don't believe for one second Blake Lively walked into the lobby and asked for a hat to cover her face. Say she didn't use the back door. She didn't come with a lift. Like, there's nothing keeping her from sitting in a car and sending her security inside to get a hat for her. But okay. Then she says Blake was on crutches, but then the next day Blake was running after her and her mom. Make it make sense. And then she says Blake and her people were staying in a suite together. Blake is not sleeping in the same room as her nanny. She said she was a black lady? Yeah, no. I could see them buying the floor, but you say your room was on the same floor as their room already? It's a no for me. I don't see it. You could have told this story without me ever knowing you have infertility problems. It had no merit on you telling the story. You drinking colostrum in your video and asking for sponsorship. And the proof she says she has, she's only willing to give it to certain creators that she's like waiting for them to contact her. She's waiting for Candace Owens and some other creators to contact her. But anyway, I don't see the point in covering this because, and I'm Team Justin all the way. This would be great. If she could just give me a little evidence that Blake is behind this and Blake did this, ooh, I would run Blake through the ground, through the asphalt. But the girl doesn't have a lick of evidence because I don't ever come on here without any type of evidence. So what I look like coming on here talking about what this girl is claiming if she can't even give me evidence. Boo the fool. Do I think she's lying? I don't know. I don't know her. Do I believe her? Right now, absolutely the fuck not. I could come and tell you the exact same story she told y'all. It wouldn't make it true until I have some type of proof. So do with that what you will, and y'all out here don't fall for the okie doke. Good night. I'm going to bed.
So, guys, I know this creator is rich for her, you know, evidence video. She always comes with proof and everything. So, because this senorita came with different, different talks. Now she says this, we came for birthday, we came for vacation. Just she changed her story and her topic, so we are unsure. Well, left to you guys. I want to know what you think about this. Share your thoughts. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye.